Okay, everybody, it looks like we are live, and this is episode 168 of Time Out Tuesday, coming to you live from the dojo today. I've been spending a little more time here as we've begun our reopening back into in-person classes. Just a bunch of things I do around here to kind of make sure that we're, making sure the place is cleaner even than it used to be, set up properly for students to come in safely. Bringing in all these new protocols that we have to make sure that we're complying with the new regulations about how to, conduct classes in an in-person environment and keeping everybody safe. So, so it's another example of starting over. I have started over so many different times in so many different ways, both in careers and businesses and things in personal life and in the martial arts as well. In fact, in the martial arts, we often talk about starting over as being part and parcel to how the martial arts are done. You start as a white belt, you work your way all the way up to black belt, and then all of a sudden, you think you're the top of everything, and then, you kind of go right back to the very beginning and kind of begin relearning everything, really perfecting your craft as a black belt. You're the lowest rank of all the black belts, and then you work your way up through those black belts. We see that type of cycle. We see cycles where, even as a black belt, we get that black belt and it begins to kind of wear out over time and become white again. So we have that type of a cycle, that whole, balancing act of the advantages of beginning over. And I do look forward to beginning over. To me, it's exciting, it's opportunity, it's a chance to really look at things again, reflect on what was good before, what could be done better. And, that's what we're doing right now at the school. We're looking at everything that we've done. We're coming up with even better ways of enhancing our martial arts program with a real emphasis on that program and learning from what we did during the COVID pandemic, what really worked well, that we can bring into our classrooms, here as we continue in-person classes, because we really learned an awful lot about teaching during this period of time. And that's very exciting to me. It's very exciting to me that as we're beginning this process of starting over, we're having an exciting week. We had an unbelievable week. We had 4 new black belts be promoted to their first black belt. During our test last Saturday. On that very same day, during our morning classes, we welcomed 3 brand new white belts into our program. And even that is sort of like a cycle, 3 new white belts, 4 new black belts. In addition, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that we also promoted our senior most student from 4th degree to 5th degree black belt, and promoted Shihan Steve to Renshi Steve as a 5th degree black belt Godan. So that also is exciting. That's a first for the school also. And one of the things that I think is really exciting is bringing on new students. We haven't done that for almost a full year, actually a little more than a year. And we were getting plenty of calls and people wanting to join, but because we were doing things exclusively online, with the exception of our outdoor classes, I was hesitant to bring new students in because it's really important to us that the experience is an excellent experience. And our students that had been with us for a long time and knew already how we were doing things, they adapted very easily to the online Zoom classes. They just did fantastic. Their growth during this year was really just unbelievable, super impressive. But for a new student to come in without the social aspect, without the in-person attention that I think is really important for a brand new student, I just didn't want them to have a negative martial arts experience with us, and advised dozens of parents over the year to hold off until we're back, in in-person classes. And so this past Saturday, we did welcome our first 3 new white belts in. And I'm excited for them. I'm excited for the dojo. That's kind of like what we call like a breath of fresh air. That's important for us to always be bringing in new members. It's how it's how our teachers have students to teach. It's how our teachers grow. So the white belts are very important for the black belts. That's a very important symbiotic relationship that we have with our newer students as teachers. So starting over is awesome. I hope everybody has an opportunity to relook at things and revamp the way they're doing things. So with that said, I'm actually going to sign off right now as my phone just begins to ring. I'll see you at the dojo. Peace.